Being a girl boss means that you have to put yourself first. We started a startup called Meep. Now, looking back at it, I literally accomplished anything. It's resilience, power, compassion, and a lot of lessons. I'm Courtney Gabrus. I'm 24. I have muscular dystrophy, and my rare disease is one in a million. Muscular dystrophy causes the muscle to weaken over time. My mom is my role model. She's a true girl boss.
Courtney's form of muscular dystrophy is actually a very rare form. Only 3% of the world's population actually have her type of muscular dystrophy. The body is lacking a significant protein that restores your muscles. With Courtney, the body's lacking that protein, so it doesn't restore it. So by the time Courtney turned 16, she didn't have the muscle mass to be able to stand any longer. Muscular dystrophy is so well known, but yet my pediatrician had no kids in the practice of 4,000, and Courtney was the only kid that ever had muscular dystrophy.
She taught me young to stick up for myself and to stick up for my disease. Yeah, she's my idol.
Are you on?
Yep, but the mic came out of my pocket.
I met Courtney at North Shore High School. We had bake shop class together, and she was just a spark of joy. She didn't really even notice that she was disabled. We did literally everything anybody else our age would do.
Where's the sun, Jim?
The weather app lied.
My voice was like my absolute love.
Get super close, and we're lifting. This is a joke.
And I took public speaking in college. Can I have a caramel macchiato with milk? Oh wow! I've never seen that quote. I woke up 3 days later with no voice, nothing. So I was like, what the hell happened? And I couldn't speak. I was like, literally, I wanted to say like, what?
I know for Courtney, it was probably the hardest thing. She's so strong and acts like it's not a big deal. For her, because she has muscular dystrophy, she wasn't able to move her body the way that other people do, so her voice was her way of communication. That's how she was able to express herself for who she was.
My family and my friends kind of literally went to the education store to buy me like flashcards.
Should we get it? This one?
So they were like, we have an amount of time that we need to teach Courtney to literally learn everything.
It all really came down to her mindset. She could not control her physical life, her physical body. She could not control her surroundings. She couldn't control anything. And even though she had a stroke and couldn't talk, she had to rewire her brain to speak. She's high on cotton candy.
Yeah, in life.
Exactly, and life.
Jamie said we have to do something. And we started a startup called MEEP.
So Courtney and I have been trying to think about how can we remove the stigma about mental health, about disability, about talking about vulnerable things, about being real and genuine.
Hey guys, welcome back!
Hey! Meep meep! So MEEP stands for Mindful Empathetic Experiences, Please.
Yes!
Courtney had a stroke 2 years ago. She used the power within to heal herself. You can do it too.
Ever since her stroke, I've been more grateful than anything about my friends and my family, because who stood by me when I was alone in my head. You know, our age of people don't really like going to the therapist.
There's a stigma.
Yeah, it's a stigma. And if we can post real facts on the internet, it'll probably cheer up some person. And that's really what we wanted, I think.
Help people help themselves.
Yeah. I think my message is like, live in the present. We're so worried about the future that like we forget where we're at, what we're doing, and like how lucky we are to wake up this morning and breathe. So I'm here to spread it.